Well, hello there, and welcome back to Rock with Sambongo. This is the 5th episode in a row, and I've been getting a lot of attention on my channel. It feels pretty good. I don't know if that's if something is secret I've done, but I've actually managed to somehow roll in all of my viewers, and it's great. So, of course, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you enjoyed that new solo. This episode's today, or at least what I will be showing you today, it's a little bit to do with Steve Vai. Because, like I promised, this gentleman is an absolute genius when it comes to the guitar. Apart from a few other guys that I really would like to one day just know something about. I don't really know anything about these ones particularly. I've never met them. But from what I've heard of them, this is the kind of details I tend to pull away from my myself in the understanding of it. Alright, come on. Sorry, I'm scrolling at the moment. So they're scrolling to do... Oh, yeah, this video. This video is really cool. I'm going to play it for just a little while. Hopefully we don't get blocked. I know what happens. Well, hello there. It looks like we had a little bit of a copyright problem once more. Welcome to the Sambongo show. This is a nice little picture of Steve Vai. I hope you enjoy the video so far, and I'll be taking the video off directly after where we had to leave it. And I will be pasting this message once more later on. That is Steve Vai. And what exactly he tends to do with his guitar, right? Usually you can tell right away that this guy is very serious about the music he makes. But this particular guy, he seemed to take it actually kind of mellow. He took it pretty relaxed. And he played a lot of these like these hammer-offs, hammer-ons and slide-away kind of techniques. And I was really looking forward to adding some of that to some of those moments when you feel like you're building up something. You're building, and then it needs to go somewhere. And you're like, well, I'm going to go right over here to this weird slide-off technique. And, well, I'm looking to change that. I'm looking to change a lot of my motion to... It was too downward, right? It was downward for what I needed. It was perfect. But I want to see if I can try to bring it up higher, kind of more rooty to what I was taught in my first times of playing and what I played with my friends back when I liked and whatnot. These were new things, of course. Steve Vai was something you could find on the internet, or something your mama packed away very tightly and you were not able to find right away. And then, of course, he did the Halo soundtrack for Halo 3, and when Halo 3 came out, it was pretty awesome. We were all like in shock about this game. We didn't know what the hell it was doing. And they do their soundtrack, I think, on like one string. And they build it way up, way up, way up. And then he goes up here and he like bends the shit out of it. And it's really radical. So of course I liked it. I thought it was cool. But it's one of those features that you find Steve Vai was able to continue to build upon, and his continuation of building upon it brought him to playing along with Polyphia and their music that they make, Tim Henson and whatnot. That slap. I like the other guitarist in there. He plays like a really nicely distorted shred on it. That was awesome. Anyway, the way I play Steve Vai kind of stuff, I have to change the tone for it, right? That's the sad part. As soon as I get towards the thinking of my Steve Vai kind of stylizing, I'm flicking the switch, I'm turning the dials, and I'm moving around, and I'm getting everything all ready to like brace myself for a downward motion. And I'd like to be able to change that to just one tone so I don't have to pause too hard. Anyway, let me just try to show you a little bit what I mean. Just a little. Maybe I can use the same backtrack here. Maybe I'll change it. I'm gonna go with this one. It's kind of that cool style. right. So that basically shows um basically that shows off what I was trying to say by what I played earlier. So of course these are based on the things that I had made. I had to make something big on YouTube in order to make this. So of course it's all referring to something that I have done, even though no one's really heard of it. But it's what I'm going to be doing next. Anyway, that's the briefing on what you. So of course he has a nice little style to him. He has what kind of style does he have to him? He has a style to exactly himself, the way he presents the song basically. He literally redefines the meaning of waved emotions and the meaning of the crescendo even. Like he changes he defines it differently than other guitarists, that's for sure. And it's strange because you can always play it like another guitarist pretty easily, but like Steve Vai, you want to think that once you get up to that height, it's not the only place that you meant to be, right? You got other places to go, enjoy it while you're there, and come back down kind of feeling, right? And it shortens your timelines. And I use it definitely for when I was younger. I used to watch my guitar player friends. They used to play these just 1, 2, these two fingers right here, just like these 1, 2 back and forth, and they just play it right at each other, right? Like they look, and then the other one would look at him and play just something like really simple like that, really up down like that. And I got the idea that I would add that to just about every level of heightening I could find, and I never actually got my music that I made to go through a motion of wave, because it was more of a hip-hop style. I wanted it to land and splash and roll about like an alligator. And I think I really nailed it on the alligator side using Steve Vai techniques that I had just heard of and thought of and saw and watched him do a little bit of on the internet here. So instead of like a... I would try to play something like simpler. It's simpler. So yeah, that definitely has, it speeds things up nicely. That's what I figured. I could use his idea to speed it up. So I definitely shortened some distances I could have kept really quite large. And that comes down to whether or not my songwriting was any good. And I can talk about that in the next one. But for now, what I'm talking about here is our gentleman in the 3-neck guitar and or Hydra piece that was brand new. I never even heard of. And I'll be right back. I'm going to let you think about that for a minute while I run something on the background here quickly. Why, hello, welcome back. This is another moment I had to click on the Steve Vai video. What a killer guitarist this guy is anyway. Anyway, a nice outro for you. I hope you're enjoying the show, enjoying the weekend. It's Friday. Friday on Steve Vai sounds like a perfect combination. Well, we'll see you soon. A little bit of the finger picking style too, and I really like that idea. All right. So that basically shows what I'd like my ability to come back from my mindset of writing where I was, what I was doing. I'd like to talk about that a little bit maybe. But this episode has to stay localized to what it's about. And maybe I'll leave that for another time. But that should showcase a little bit how I can turn from hip hop metal to gypsy slap guitar, just guitar, no drum or anything, just the guitar itself, right? Natural sound, real acoustic, real troubadour kind of style, traveling band kind of deal. And still involves Steve Vai's guitar style. That's pretty crazy because how does he get underneath some of those tones? He does it with, songwriting and, of course, certain levels of style that he has great moments to break through with. And I wanted those great moments to break through to have be far broken through. And currently, it looks like they have been quite broken through. And they're right in here in my gypsy slap stuff. And I want to change my gypsy slap back to the blues style. And maybe the Steve Vai can show through just a little bit. And maybe I can show you some of that later on anyway. Anyway, so this has been a great episode. Thank you so much for watching. I know I'm doing this a live stream on Twitch, but it's mainly just to invite, and I like the platform. It's a nice, good feeling. And I'll be going on YouTube, so like, subscribe, and all that stuff, whatever it is. Let me adjust the tone here just a little bit. So that about does what I can say it can do. I don't know if that's perfect yet, but and I do believe this will be the end of the video. Welcome and thank you for watching. This has been a lot of fun because Steve Vai rocks, and maybe I didn't get to show you exactly what I meant, but I did get to show you what I meant. And of course, if you want to look up Steve Vai and see exactly how he plays the guitar, you absolutely should, because he's an incredible guitarist. And there's so many songs on there that you would love, especially the ones that he does with Polylithia. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you soon. I'm gonna get right back to the video for you, for the ending at least. Trapped inside the tone of this musician, and that would help greatly, I believe, if I were to add him and then find a way to change it over time, slowly. Kind of like, I want to imagine, because I called it this, but I want to imagine the ground breaking down and inward, falling of course, but then being hurled upwards and being changed into a new level of surface. You know, you watch a lot of things on TV, and if you were to watch something fall into the ground, you never really realize that it's not the stuff being sucked back up to the top of the ground. It's something's being thrown, and it is never meant to break past the surface of the earth, and it just and it crumbles into, and it's not reverse, it's forwards. And that's the kind of idea I wanted to bring to it. So, of course, that's my finisher of ideas, those high strings. And next episode, I'm going to be talking about Kurt Hammett and James Hetfield, what I believe they have to do with any of it. And, of course, it'll be lots of heavy metal back in that new area. That area will be so heavy metal. I can't wait for it. And thank you so much for watching the Sambongo Dragon. I know rock with Sambo. I got a scallopini in the oven. I got to go get it. And I'm going to leave you here to just listen to some cool backtrack music. And I hope you can enjoy that. I'll be back just in case there's anything else, and the video will be ending really shortly. Thank you so much. Right on, guys. Got the worst coffee tea ever. It's been a lot of fun to just jam out on the guitar with anyone. It's a slapper style on the acoustic, of course, but I thought I'd give it a try on the electric. It sounds pretty cool. It's actually a nice little thing to add, but it's not going to be doing much more than that. So of course, thank you so much for tuning in. That's basically the end of the video here. I'm just kind of gassing out my camera because it's a nice camera and I like to get the full use out of it. Finally, as well as I guess I should tell you about my other channel here. I got Sambongo and I got the Sambongo Dragon. Sambongo Dragon has a lot more video game spirit to it, just video games, nothing to hang on to. I play guitar during it, but of course, the Sambongo Dragon has mainly just guitar playing, and I play like these whole games all at once, and I just do that for a while to kind of fill in the blanks and help us think a little bit more as we're reading. This is one of my favorite books. I'm near the end of it. I'm literally like just bloody 25 pages away from the end, and I haven't done it yet. Anyway, stay in school. Don't do drugs. If you do, wrap it up nice and tight. Because it's a long, cold day if you have to quit all of a sudden. And that's what we're here for, is to warm that up. So if you're not taking advantage of this, I don't know what you're doing. Anyway, we'll see you soon. Sorry, I'm just checking my temperature. My mood ring is like going way out of crazy. Guys.